Welcome to Badger Talks Quick Picks, which brings exciting happenings, resources, and talent from your UW flagship campus to the people of Wisconsin and beyond, demonstrating the power of the Wisconsin idea, one connection at a time.
Hello, my name is Christine Seroogy, and I'm a pediatric allergist and immunologist at the University of Wisconsin. Thank you for your interest in this Badger Talk about allergies and the farm effect. In my work at the university, I work collaboratively with many colleagues in the Department of Pediatrics and the Division of Allergy, Immunology, and Rheumatology. I will talk about our research, which is focused on understanding how growing up on a dairy farm can protect a child from developing allergies. The work we do would not be possible without the support of our funding agencies, collaborators, and engagement of Wisconsin families. I want to acknowledge that the majority of our funding comes from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, part of the NIH. Over the past few decades, it has been shown that allergies and their associated diseases are a continually increasing health problem. Many have called this an epidemic. While family history and the genes we inherit can play a role in determining a child's risk for developing allergic diseases, the rapid increase in allergic diseases is undeniably being driven by changes in our environment and lifestyle. Allergies tend to begin in the first years of life, such as eczema and allergic skin disease, food allergies, or respiratory wheezing, often triggered by a common cold virus, followed by hay fever and asthma later in life for children. This progression is referred to as the allergic march. While some allergies may be considered a nuisance and not life-threatening, such as hay fever, other allergies can be debilitating and life-threatening, such as asthma and food allergies. All allergies can impair a child's quality of life, and the burden to the child, the family, and society is immense. Here are some staggering statistics, which every year continue to increase. There are an estimated 20 million children that live with allergies in the United States, and approximately 30% of newborns are at risk for developing allergic diseases. In Wisconsin, asthma affects 1 in 12 children. Allergic diseases such as asthma and wheezing are the top causes for hospitalizations and school absences. Allergies are chronic medical conditions that don't have cures, but rather are managed with medications and lifestyle changes. Allergies are an immune disorder, so a bit about our immune system, what we know about the immune response to allergens, and how and when this occurs. Our immune system consists of a variety of cells with many different tasks that survey all parts of our body. The main task of our immune system is to protect us from threats to our health, most notably infections. When our immune cells encounter a substance such as an infectious particle or an allergen, they need to make a decision based on many signals to decide if it needs to react, combat and remember, or ignore and tolerate. For an allergic immune response, the first step is for our immune cells to encounter an allergen that makes its way into the body through our skin, nose, lungs, intestines, and other ways. The second step is for immune cells to recognize and react to the allergen in our specialized immune tissues called lymph nodes. An allergic immune response is the result of development of allergen-reactive immune cells and allergy antibodies called IgE. Once these allergen-reactive immune cells and allergy antibodies are produced, they can be lifelong. Many allergies have their origins of development in early life and can be impacted by environmental exposures when the immune system is developing and learning how to respond or ignore the many exposures that bombard us every day. It is during the early life period of immune development when allergic immune responses are being established in vulnerable children. But this remains poorly understood and is an area of intense investigation in the field of allergic diseases and is a focus of our work. This process is critically important to understand since early life is the window of opportunity for preventing the establishment of allergic immune responses. As I mentioned, allergic diseases are increasing at an alarming rate, which strongly suggests our exposures are changing in a way that are promoting the development of allergic immune responses. Shown in this picture are the varied types of exposures which have been associated either with increased or decreased risk for developing allergies. It is complex, and many of these exposures are likely interrelated. Our work is focused on early life farm exposure. We and other scientists from various parts of the world have observed that children who grow up on and have regular animal farming exposures have less allergies. The strongest relationship between farm exposures and protection from allergic diseases is found if this begins at the time of birth. Importantly, this relationship has been shown to protect a child from developing allergies lifelong. What exactly is protecting children that live on farms from developing allergies remains poorly understood. There are many unanswered questions about what are the protective parts of farming lifestyle and how it protects from development of allergic diseases. We believe that the animal farm environments in early life provide exposure to beneficial microbes to infants and children, which in turn tunes the immune system away from developing allergic immune responses. In 2013, we partnered with the National Farm Medicine Center at the Marshfield Clinic to establish a birth cohort of children born into animal farming families in rural non-farming families with a goal to closely follow children from birth to school age, collecting many samples and health questionnaires to deeply examine the exposures of these children, their immune system development, and the frequency of allergic diseases. Our study, called the Wisconsin Infant Study Cohort, or WISC, has enrolled 300 babies from Wisconsin, half from farm families and the other half from rural non-farm families. Here is early published findings from our ongoing work. We found that during the first 2 years of life, the farm children, shown with the red line in our study, had much lower development of eczema, which is an early life skin allergic disease, compared to the non-farm children, shown with the blue line. And if we looked deeper at the farm group, we found that children that lived on farms where there was a diversity of farm animals were the most protected from developing asthma, suggesting to us there is a gradient of protection that is related to the diversity and perhaps intensity of farm exposures, which we believe are beneficial microbes. So to summarize, the critical window of laying the foundation for allergies is in the first years of life. Allergies are becoming more common throughout the world because of changes in our environmental exposures. Children that live on farms are protected from developing allergies. Our ongoing studies are focused on defining the microbial and immune features underlying this protection from allergic diseases, and our unpublished studies in this area are finding some interesting differences, so please stay tuned. And lastly, great advances have been made in the treatment of allergies, but the continuing increase in these common and disabling diseases, there's a growing need to develop strategies to prevent the development of allergic diseases. The ultimate goal and driving motivation of our WISC study is to leverage knowledge gained from our work to bring the benefits to all children, especially children at high risk for developing allergies. Now, obviously, we can't bring a dairy cow to every city child's backyard, but we believe there's a safe way to do this. and provide beneficial microbial exposures. Think probiotics or something similar to that. Importantly, I want to thank the families who've offered their time, insights, and collaboration in our ongoing farm study. If you have questions or concerns, here's my email address, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.